In life, there's one certainty: you will be tested. Not by your successes. Not by the easy days, the applause, or the gentle words. But by how you respond to humiliation. There will be moments when someone speaks to you with venom. Moments when a room turns to watch as someone throws an insult meant to wound you. Moments when your dignity seems stripped away. This, right here, is where the Stoic stands apart. Because Stoicism teaches one simple truth: you cannot control others. You can only control yourself. And in doing so, you hold the power to turn humiliation into honor, disrespect into quiet dominance, and insult into immortality. In today's video, we'll explore how to rise above humiliation and earn unshakable respect, guided by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Understanding the Nature of Insults. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." What does this mean? It means that an insult, no matter how cutting, only has power if you allow it to. A person may call you names. They may belittle your efforts or try to embarrass you in front of others. But here's the secret. An insult is only as powerful as your reaction. A Stoic knows that words are sound waves. They carry no weight unless you give them weight. When someone humiliates you, pause. Take a deep breath. And in that moment, ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Your inner world is yours alone, and no one can enter it without your permission. 2. The power of composure. The person who humiliates you is often desperate for a reaction. They want to control your emotions. They want to see you flinch, yell, or crumble. When you remain composed, you rob them of that power. And in the silence of your restraint, you assert dominance. Seneca advised, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." When they go low, you rise high, not in arrogance, but in unshakable calm. Look them in the eye. Smile if you must. Say nothing. And watch how the room turns, not against you, but against the one who tried to diminish you. Your restraint becomes your strength. 3. Turn insults into fuel. Stoics believe that adversity is fuel. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, when someone humiliates you, they offer you a gift. Not one wrapped in kindness, but in hardship. And hardship is the crucible where greatness is forged. Use their insult as a mirror. Does it hold any truth? If so, improve. If not, let it pass through you like wind through an open field. Either way, you win. To the Stoic, every humiliation is an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to display strength, an opportunity to let others witness your unflinching presence. Chapter 4. Control the narrative. In the court of public opinion, what matters is not the insult, but the aftermath. When you respond with anger, you validate the insult. When you crumble, you confirm its power. But when you remain still, unaffected, people notice. And slowly, without a word, you seize control of the narrative. They'll say, "Did you see how he didn't react? He's stronger than I thought." And just like that, respect rises. Not because you demanded it, not because you retaliated, but because you owned yourself when others tried to own you. That is true Stoic power. 5. Set silent boundaries. Stoicism does not ask you to be a doormat. It asks you to be discerning. When someone disrespects you once, observe. Twice, reconsider their place in your life. Epictetus taught, "Avoid fraternizing with negative people. Their habits will rub off on you." Without anger, without drama. Simply withdraw your energy. Speak less. Engage less. Make them feel your absence, and let your distance become your statement. Because sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. 6. Mastering the art of indifference. A Stoic practices apatheia, not apathy, but a serene indifference to what they cannot control. You cannot control others' opinions. You cannot control every word spoken about you. But you can control your peace. Ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? If not, release it. If it will, address it, but with poise, never in haste. A man who masters indifference masters himself. And in mastering himself, others respect him, even in silence. 7. Build an unshakable inner world. The ultimate Stoic strategy against humiliation is to build an inner fortress. Marcus Aurelius called it the inner citadel, a place within yourself that no insult can breach. How do you build it? Spend time alone in reflection. Know your values. Live by them. Practice voluntary hardship. Befriend discomfort. Train your mind to remain steady. When your sense of worth comes from within, no one can take it away. They may try. They may humiliate. But your inner citadel will stand. And in standing, it will earn their respect. 8. Let your success be your revenge. Seneca wisely said, "Living well is the best revenge." When someone humiliates you, channel that sting into discipline, into focus, into building a life so formidable that the insult seems laughable in hindsight. Your achievements, built quietly, steadily, will speak louder than any defense. Let them see the life you've constructed, not for their approval, but to remind yourself that their attempt to diminish you failed, and it always will. In this life, you will be insulted. You will be humiliated. But you have a choice. React and remain ordinary, or rise above it and become untouchable. The Stoics chose the latter, and so can you. Hold your peace. Control your response. Master yourself. And watch as respect follows, not because you chased it, but because you embodied it. This is how you rise above humiliation and earn respect. The Stoic way.